This is Bungie's big weekly news article, the last one we get before the arrival of a new expansion, the Edge of Fate. It's almost here. Let's see what Bungie's cooking up this week. The Edge of Fate's here, and our next raid is the Ride of the Nine. Ooh, we're going to see the name of the new raid. Ride of the Nine ends soon. Brief 002, new artifact mods. Good, good. Okay. Edge of Fate is almost here. All right, July 15th, and we're going to begin the Fate Saga. Supposedly a 6-year saga. We'll see how long it goes for, though. All right, we're extremely excited. We can't wait for you to start playing the new content. We published a Dev Insights video on some of the most intriguing aspects of the Edge of Fate. We watched that as well. Wander in the Desert Perpetual. The Edge of Fate raid launches on Saturday, July 19th. And we have much to share about it. We are not spoiling anything today, just sharing its name. The Desert Perpetual. Ooh, I like that name. As is tradition by now, the raid will launch in contest mode, our hardest difficulty, and it will be available for 48 hours. Those who look for eternal glory may want to compete in the world's first race. The first fire team to complete the raid on contest mode will earn raid belts. We will share the final details on the 717 TWID, along with the new raid emblems and more. World First Race info. On June 19th, that last month, hundreds of fire teams all around the globe will compete to become the world's first race winners. All right, we missed it. But only one team will make it and take home the coveted world's first belts. We have some key details to help you with your planning, including requirements for raid entry and updates to the world's first race completion criteria. So they meant July 19th. Details. Contest mode will be enabled for 48 hours from July 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific time to July 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So you got the 48. Completing the Edge of Fate campaign at legendary difficulty will get you contest ready, or you may complete the campaign at normal difficulty and hunt for power before the raid goes live. We will provide exact power requirements prior to launch. Stay tuned. Entry requirements. Completion of the Edge of Fate campaign. All right. So you will have to beat the campaign, and you will have to, I guess you can beat it on normal difficulty as well. Completion criteria. Fire teams don't need to return to orbit to finish the race. Got you. You used to have to do that. The fire team to finish every encounter and loot the final chest will be declared world's first winners and have their victory immortalized with the Desert Perpetual world's first raid belts. Similar to past raids, we will be working tirelessly with our analytics and security teams to maintain the integrity of the challenge and the raid. When the first completion happens, we will verify through our internal systems and tools before we announce the winning team on our social channels, and then we'll start our more thorough security review. We don't want to make everyone wait around while we dig into this data, but if we do find any cheating or violations have occurred, we reserve the right to disqualify a team and crown the next fire team in line world's first, even after an announcement. Once a world's first completion has been recorded, normal difficulty will go live. Players will have 48 hours to complete the contest mode if they desire, or simply hop into normal mode once the raid race is complete. For details on eligibility and requirements for the race, please see our official rules. Now, there should be like a disabled list, right? There should be a disabled list. Gotcha. So if you want to watch the raids race, obviously you'll get an emblem for watching it, which is pretty cool. All right. After the world's first race, gift a sub to any Twitch channel to receive the Desert Perpetual, streaming the Desert Perpetual raid from July, to receive the Golden Relief emblem. Okay. So you also get the ability to gift a sub and get the Golden Relief emblem. That's very cool. So we'll be alive throughout all of that. Last week for Ride of the Nine, it's the last week before the Edge of Fate, and that means it's also the last week for our dungeon-focused event, the Ride of the Nine, and for episode Heresy. You have just a few more days to earn gear, complete the triumphs, and unlock the Eternal and Heretical title. For this final week, we have a few extra things going on, so you can earn the most out of the game. Daybreak is still active as a modifier, so you can go crazy using abilities in your super to defeat your enemies. Weapon drops and end of activities rewards have been increased once again during the last week. And don't forget about Zur. His will is not his own, but he brings gifts from the Nine. Last week, the Amazing Choir of One was available among his wares, so what other recent exotics will be a part of the Edge of Fate featured gear will he bring this time? Go to his spot at the tower to discover yourself. So Xur is going to bring something very spicy this Friday. Be prepared. Be prepared. Desert Eternal. Is what you're saying? You like the name of the raid? Yeah, that's Destiny 2 content at the end of every season, right? The Rite of the Nine has been a unique experience, and we hope you enjoyed rediscovering Spire of the Watcher, Ghost of the Deep, and Prophecy, and earning shiny new gear while getting a look into what the Nine are planning, even if Orin still speaks in riddles, and what they said directly to you is, well, pretty confusing. All right, Bungie rewards if you're interested. You got a t-shirt here, a friendship bracelet, and whatever the fuck that is. It's Rite of the Nine tournament with Destiny tracker, so they're doing a Prophecy speed run. If you're interested in speed running, all right, you can't skip any mechanics or encounters. All right, you have to follow the intended path. There's a bunch of rules around it if you're the speed running type. And if you do win or place well, you can win a headset. Okay, you can win a PC. Pretty crazy. I like that. So the PC literally says Rite of the Nine on it. That's pretty dope, actually. Very cool. Very cool. It's an excellent competition. It's very cool to see. Rewarding some of the speedrunners out there going crazy. And they'll also be getting an emblem. The 9 crowned emblem will be provided to all verified participants who have completed at least one run across either weekend via email by the Destiny Tracker team. There you go. That's a nice emblem. All right, we got Brief 002. Okay, so we're going to get something here. Guardian Operative. Dispatch contains restricted information for select fire teams and will purge its data upon closure. Combatant, Corsair. Classification, Elixni, House Exile, Combatant. Unknown Fungal, Symbiosis. Hazards, Flight, Aerial Maneuverability, Jet Exhaust Burst, Akimbo Scatter Pistols, Explosive Flight Pack. So they get Akimbo weapons before we do. Unbelievable. The Fallen get them before us. Intel, the Corsair is an aerial combat using close-range weaponry and highly maneuverable jump jetpack, which allows hovering and sustained flight. Guardian operatives report poorly shielded ignition coils. Could be a weak spot on the pack, causing a strong reactive ignition when stressed enough. So there'll be a crit on the jetpack when you shoot these new Flying Fallen. Records pulled from the House of Exile systems, as well as Ida's records, indicate that Corsairs were a role created during the Long Drift as boarding parties and ship-to-ship raiders. While the other houses have deprecated this role, House Exile has not. I would expect a resurgence if jump jet tech reaches other houses. Skirmishes with House of Exile Corsairs describe them as using hit-and-run tactics to distract operators, while Vandals with paracausal weaponry close in to neutralize Guardian threats. When engaging, fire teams are advised to overlay firing zones and stay mobile. Of note, Corsair jump jets run exclusively on fungal material as fuel. Gotcha. So they're fungus jets. In the I bet those smell great. In the hierarchy of Elixni Station, Corsairs serve somewhere alongside Vandals, with some being as revered as captains. It is a role where individuals can stand out and gain renown through daring deployments or become notorious through unscrupulous ventures. More lore next week. Gotcha. We got the artifact, and I believe we've already covered everything in the new artifact. I think we've seen this before, so we can briefly go through. I think just the column 5 stuff will be the most interesting. Sustained weapon damage with Radiant or defeating a Scorched combatant with a weapon causes a target to release projectiles. Very good. Shield Crush, we've actually seen this one before. Elemental Overdrive, picking up an Elemental Pickup or Tangle grants increased damage to the weapon of the same type. And we got Tangled Web, creating a tangle by defeating a strand debuff target, suspends nearby combatants. Nice. Frigid Glare, while Frost Armor is active. Stasis Precision Final Blows cause combatants to release a freezing burst. A lot of interesting mods inside the artifact, I would say. I don't know if there's any that like made me think they were just going to be straight game breaking. I think we'll have to, get in there and test them with all the other changes as well. But when we do find something that's broken, we'll definitely bring you a video immediately. So make sure you got notifications on. Sandbox team here again, one more time. With all the changes coming to the Sandbox and Edge of Fate, we found that there were a few armor mods that needed attention to better fit the new system. So let's talk about them. First, with the introduction of the new ammo meter system, we've done a pass on various ammo-related parts of the sandbox. For example, we've replaced the inventory stat on weapons with the new ammo regeneration stat, which affects how much a given weapon contributes to your ammo meters, and selected specific fixed or minimally variable ammo inventory values for each weapon type. This includes or impacts various armor mods, so we've given them a tuning pass. Ammo finders now improve contributions to the corresponding meter, okay, and can stack. Reserve mods on chest armor have been deprecated and replaced with ammo generation mods, which improve the ammo generation stat of weapons matching their damage type and can stack. Scavenger mods will continue to work as before and cannot stack. Scout mods have been deprecated. There you go. So those are the changes correlating to the new ammo meter. In addition to ammo-related changes, some other armor mods have gotten some adjustments to account for the stat changes coming with Armor 3.0. First, we have the basic stat mods. Armor mods that influence stats have been converted to use the Armor 3.0 stats. Basic armor stat mods now all have the same mod energy cost, and all +10 stat mods now cost 3 energy, and all +5 stat mods now cost 1 energy. Okay. Since their value is heavily tied to the value of the stats they grant, font mods have historically been ineffective compared to other options. However, in internal playtests, Armor 3.0 stat rework catapulted them to complete dominance. Even with this adjustment, these mods remain notably more potent than they were prior to the Edge of Fate, as well as they are one of the only ways to push beyond the stats available armor alone. So fonts are getting adjusted. Reduce the benefit granted by the font armor mods from +30, 50, 60 for 1, 2, 3 to 20, 40, and 50. Ooh, okay. With the release of Edge of Fate, the player-facing mobility stat will be deprecated, while each Guardian will have its effects set to a base value. Guardians that prefer to stay a little more mobile need more flexible ways to access those effects. Added a new legs armor mod, Enhanced Athletics, which increases your base movement speed and jump for 1, 2, 3 stacks, provides the equivalent of 30, 50, and 60 of the previous available mobility stat. So there you go. So you have the ability to put this leg armor mod on and boost up your mobility. So that way, people were complaining that you wouldn't be able to get up to 100, what is a current 100 mobility in the game right now, right? So they obviously, don't want you to be slower. They're not trying to do a go slow update, right? And so that's actually a good change, a good way of keeping things as they are now, where you have the ability to have 100 mobility if you want. And I think that these font mods, a lot of people were leaning on these to get their 200 builds that they're looking for. Note additional mobility bonuses provided as part of some other effects, such as the amplified effect and lightweight frame weapons, will continue to boost movement speed and jump height as they have previously. The new version of the mobility stat has a higher upper limit than it does currently in live. Oh, allowing you to stack up to 130 points instead of the previous cap of 100. So you can gain additional benefits from multiple sources in ways that were not possible pre the Edge of Fate. So you're about to your mobility is about to go up to 130. That's actually kind of crazy. We're getting a go faster update. The leg armor mod recuperation has been a mainstay across the game for quite some time now. That's what I'm talking about. I've been telling everyone about recuperation for years now. This is what we put on pretty much every build. Owning to its nearly unconditional benefit to survivability. While essential for the survivability of certain builds, its nature as a must-pick option has reduced the amount of space of other leg mods have to thrive. With Armor 3.0 stat rework, this need for a subclass agnostic healing source is now covered by the health stat, let alone the many other tools such as the weapon perk heal clip introduced in the Season of the Witch, or some of the new set bonuses coming with the Edge of Fate. Okay? Our goal is for recuperation to remain a helpful pick for more aggressive subclasses and builds without other access to healing, or for players who want to save their armor stats for more flashy options. However, its current impact on one of the most fundamental problems Guardians face does not match its low cost, so we've reduced its impact. We'll be keeping an especially close eye on this change throughout the Edge of Fate to ensure that it's having its intended effect rather than invalidating builds that rely on its effective function. Reduce the healing granted by collecting an Orb of Power with recuperation from 70 to 15? Damn. All right. everything we have talked about. Okay, so they got all the articles here. We've covered all of this. Look at this. Edge of Fate, Year of Prophecy reveal, post-reveal answers. Man, it's been a lot of articles, a lot going on. And we got the Bungie Day sales. They decided to fix that as well. So if you want to get the new emblem, you're able to do so. Buy something on the Bungie store. You can buy like the Final Shape soundtrack for like $10 and get it. I got the Bungie Day emblems update. Yeah, this is the update they talked about. So you'll be able to get this new lockbox emblem if you're interested. And it supports the Bungie Foundation. All right, so they got the campaign update. Okay, we're just 4 days into our campaign, and we've raised more than $400,000. That's incredible. And we have our own campaign as well that we're promoting there. You got Twitch Summer Drops. Right now, this one's live on the channel. We have it obviously up on the top of the screen. If you gift a sub, you'll get the emblem. It's very cool. They got the daily bonus non-air engrams disabled currently. I believe this is due to a glitch that Cheese Forever found where you could like grab multiple of them. So that's unfortunate. And now they're going to be working on cosmetic, which is the Astral Drake helmet update. So yeah, they got to fix that as well. We got Bungie.net and API feature removal. On July 15th, these will be removed. Community creations, groups, legacy Fireteam Finder, viewer bounties in Twitch extension. Okay. And we got update 9001. We'll be bringing you a video on that. I wish that this went live well before the expansion so we could really dive into it. We'll see though. You can get the preload as well. I recommend doing that, especially if you got a console or slower internet. It's definitely the play. Be prepared. The Edge of Fate is 5 days away from now. 5 days, and we will be playing. And we'll be live streaming it. So make sure you come by. Look at how much storage you need for the installation. 154 gigabytes on PlayStation 5. 319 on PlayStation 4. My God. 331 on Steam. Jeez. All right, there's some known issues list for day one. We're finalizing a list of certain information and issues we're investigating we want players to be aware of. We expect this list to be published before update 9001. Uh-oh. What do you think is going to be bugged? What's going to be bugged out there? Destiny content vault updates. So they're going to take the seasonal content and put it in the vault here. Certain items will be deprecated from players' inventories. Gotcha. So we're in year 8 for Destiny 2 now. Year 8. And then we got the known issues list. And we got the arts week. Oh, this is incredible. Whoa. Unbelievable. All right. Got the movie of the week. And that's it. The final TWID before the launch of the Edge of Fate is complete. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. We've been waiting for this for quite some time now. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Are you ready for the raid race? Are you ready to grind that? We're almost there. And I'll see you in the live stream. Come by and gift your sub. See you later. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button.